platform of Biology Nagari with our next paragraph 19.6, which is basically describing about the micturition, or we can say urination. You can see beta the interface of Ncert over here. This is the interface of Ncert of paragraph 19.6. Basically, these NCERT's interface is explaining that how the removal of urine is being processed in our body, or we can say what is actually the micturition. Now see, basically the process of micturition, which will also known as urination, basically we can define as the removal of urine from the body is called micturition. See how this is going to happen. This is our urinary bladder, beta. This is our urinary bladder. This is the urethra. This is the urethra. And inside this urinary bladder, this is the opening of ureter. These are the opening of ureter, which is coming from the both kidneys. There is a trigonal shaped area, portion, region in this urinary bladder. This is called trigon, in which there are receptors, which are called stretch receptors. And these stretch receptors plays a very significant role in the micturition. This was the urethra. This is the urethra. This is the external urethral sphincter, which will allow the urine to pass on the order of central nervous system. This is internal urethral sphincter. This was the urinary bladder. This was the urinary bladder. These was the ureter, which are being opened into the urinary bladder and accumulating the urine from the kidney into the urinary bladder. This region, trigonal region, is called trigon, which is containing the stretch receptors. These are the stretch receptors. Now what will happen? See, here basically a reflex action is going to happen. Basically the reflex action is being processed and results the micturition. See how? Basically we are going to see how the micturition reflex is going on. These stretch receptors, which are present in the trigonal region of urinary bladder, will send the motor information to the sacral spinal cord. Basically, this is the sacral portion of spinal cord. Okay, this sacral spinal cord will send that sensory message to the brain. It means the stretch receptors. These stretch receptors have sent the message to the spinal cord through sensory nerves. I am writing here sensory nerve. Again, it is being passed to the brain. Brain will send the message to the detrusor muscle. Now I am showing you what is the detrusor muscle over here. Basically, in this region there are some smooth muscles. Here are some smooth muscles called detrusor muscle. These detrusor muscles is being received the message from the brain through by motor neurons, and brain will also send a message to the internal urethral sphincter. When the brain will send a message to the detrusor muscle, which is basically the smooth muscle, these will be contracted. This will contract, and when the message is being received by the internal urethral sphincter, they will relax, and by these two functions, according to brain, the urine will enter into the urethra. It means the urethra has received the urine. It means by the pressure of this detrusor muscle and the relaxation of this internal, urine has started entering into the urethra. Now, after that, brain will again send message to the external urethral sphincter. and give the order to relax. Give the order to relax. And further, when this will relax, these stored urine is starting out from the body, which is basically the micturition. So by this, micturiation has been proceeded. Finally, it is the micturition. So this was the reflex action, and this is called the micturition reflex. Basically, beta, this is the micturition reflex. Basically, NCERT's paragraph 19.6 is telling about this micturition reflex. You can take the screenshot, beta. Take it fast. Now see something more about the urine, beta, because when we are talking about the micturition, which is basically the removal of urine from the body, let's talk something about urine, beta. When we talk about the urine is basically of oral smell, have the pH 6, approx its pH value is 6. Basically 1 to 1.5 liter of urine is being expelled out from the body per day, and by the help of this 1 to 1.5 liter of urine expellation from the body is helping us to excrete 25 to 30 grams of urea from the body. And you know that the minimum amount of urine is necessary for the removal of 25 to 30 grams of urea is 400 ml. Is 400 ml, which is the minimum urine output for the elimination of 25 to 30 gram of urea. Basically, this was the beta 19.6. I hope we have covered all the lines of 19.6, and to be continued in the next para.